Nationals getting swept by the Phillies. The Phillies who... So you mentioned this last week, talking about...
I'm going to write about it.
Talking about the Phillies and the Braves
this week.
Talking about the Phillies and the Braves and how, okay, do we think that the Phillies actually have a real chance to win the division? And you made the point that the Phillies' strength of schedule has been terrible. And that was a totally fair point. You said that that's really why they've gotten to this point. And while the Braves have maybe been slightly disappointing, but still really good, and the Phillies have been awesome, like that is a reason. And I said, you know what? I think that that's fair, but I didn't really look into it. Then I realized, not that I didn't believe you, but the very basic stat here, which is like kind of shocking. Like I haven't paid, like I honestly don't normally pay that close attention to the record against 500 teams or above. Like that's not a stat that I particularly look at that closely during the course of a major league regular season.
Yeah.
However, this is really staggering. Okay. The Phillies have played. Now, this is a stat that changes, right? Because it's not at the time that you play them. It is constantly adjusting, and that's relevant.
It's whenever you say the stat.
Right. Okay. The Phillies against 500 teams or above this year are 4-2. And 3 of those wins are a sweep against the 500 San Diego Padres. So think about that. They have played 3 games, a serious season opening series loss against the Braves. Those are the only games they've played against a team that is currently above 500. That is pretty shocking as we are almost at June.
It is hilarious. I believe their opponent's strength of schedule is like 450 something, and the next closest team is at like 480 something. Right. It is jarring how bad their schedule has been. They've won the games they needed to, not to take anything away from the Phillies. They've racked up the W's. They've given themselves the cushion that they've deserved it. However, the schedule's been bad. I also think the NL is bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it. There's this really soft middle to the National League, and the Phillies have only played 3 games against the Braves. They haven't played the Cubs. They haven't played the Brewers. They haven't played the Dodgers, right? And those are the good teams.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the National League is like, not that great. Yeah. And they haven't played any of the good teams in the American League yet. And so that's kind of where we're at. That's why we're at here.